Hi, my name is Christina Lovins, and my project focused on improving reading behaviors for teens that have been diagnosed with autism. This is an important topic because many individuals who have been diagnosed with autism do struggle with greetings and responding to, certain scenarios or communication scenarios. And so the purpose of this project was to see if social stories will help improve greetings while my student is working in the school store. So my student is a 17-year-old male who has been diagnosed with autism medically and through the school district. We use an AB withdrawal design to help take data and show the data on this project. So at baseline, I had no prior show of the social story, no teaching beforehand. We didn't provide any prompting, and I took data. If he did do the correct behavior as far as greeting somebody when they walked in the school store, he would earn a plus mark. And if he did not greet anybody when they walked in, he would get the minus mark. We gave him 10 different opportunities to display the greeting behavior. And so at baseline, he did not display the behavior. And then during the first intervention, he was greeting other individuals that were coming into the school store, but he did need a little bit of prompting. Again, at withdrawal, he was not displaying the behavior of greeting individuals. And then again at intervention, he was actually at first needing prompting, but then eventually he was not needing any kind of prompting. What I learned on this project was that social stories did help my student that I was working with prior to any teaching social story or anything like that. Again, he was not displaying any of the behaviors of greeting. When we withdrew the social story, he was not greeting anyone. His back was facing the guests that were coming in, and he was just looking into the drink cooler. When individuals were coming in and taking an order, he would grab the item and hand them to the individual behind his back. But when we did implement the intervention and he did have the social story beforehand, during structured times, and during as a visual on the countertop, he did need a little bit of prompting in the initial. I didn't provide any verbal prompting, just pointing. And then he was using his AAC device to greet the individual that was trying to order with him. So going into the discussion, I did learn that the social stories did help my friend that I was working with proper social skills. I did see a little bit of limitations because the intervention was not as long as I would like it to be, and I wish I would have narrowed it in on certain individuals first before generalizing it to a lot of individuals. I also was and still nervous that he might be relying a little bit too much on prompting. But in the future, I do think that having one-on-one structure with him first, with certain individuals to practice the skill, I think this will help generalize the skill to other individuals. I also would like to have a little bit more time, and I do feel like I can generalize social stories with other communication and social skills that my students may find themselves in. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.